We're going to introduce Marc. Yeah. Marc has something very inspirational to perform, and we'll just let him do it.
Well, then let's introduce him.
Marc Rios Klein.
All right, Marc. I think I found your other brick. Okay, hi everybody.
Hi Linda.
Well, yes, my alter ego, Linda the Queen of Hearts. I am embodying the camper who lived in our cabin right before we got in, and she evidently had a lot of spirit, so I'm trying to keep that with me. So I got inspired by my son, who after 10 years of coming here last year, got up on stage and played guitar. He's got a beautiful voice and very entertaining. It was really wonderful seeing him do that, and I realized I'm not that shy either. But I also wrote Jim and said, you don't want to hear me sing. I'm a sit-down comic, not a stand-up comic, and decided that I'd come up with something. So I wrote Jim and said, I'm going to do this thing, and I was thinking about doing this, and then maybe some music. He said, oh, so what you're doing is performance art. And then I got nervous. I was fine when I said he was just going to read this. Okay, so I've been thinking about life a lot lately, and all the twists and turns, all the changes, fear of the unknown, embracing the next challenges, setting new goals. Christina, my wife, and I, our son, who's 18, just moved to Florida last month, and he's going to be living and going to college there for a while, 50 miles east of Pensacola, studying to be a psychologist. So I'm at work, and I was telling the psychologist I work with, I'm a social worker at Napa State Hospital. I'm talking to the psychologist, and I said, you know, I'm thinking of going on stage, and I was thinking of doing stand-up comedy, and then I thought maybe I'll just read a poem. And he said, Marc, he said, you know what, if you do stand-up comedy, it'll be poetic, and if you read a poem, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of humor in the middle of it, so either way you can't lose. So I got a little less nervous, and he inspired me some more. So the name of what I'm going to read, I guess I'm going to call this literary prose. The title, Change, the Only Constant. All right, so maybe it's not the only constant. If you're alive, you're constantly breathing. A dog's love is always constant. But realizing that things in life will change from day to day is something that you could always count on as a constant as well. Hit it, Daniel. New teacher, new classroom, new school. New job, new house, new city, new town. New brother, new sister, new mother, new dad. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Baby, infant, toddler, child, youth, tween, teenagers, adults, seniors. Change is often natural, unstoppable at times, and totally necessary at others. Hormones rule. Puberty's rough. And I don't know the first thing about menopause. The last time I checked, a baby is actually a little adult, right? Although they look more like seniors. Sometimes things change for the better, sometimes not. Change demands tolerance, acceptance, and patience. Change requires a sense of flexibility, often kindness, to ourselves and the need for us to be supportive of others. To manage change, we need to express ourselves, our full range of feelings, be it sadness, joy, worry, fear, guilt. To manage change, we need to allow ourselves to grieve our losses. To manage change, we need to build healthy coping skills. To manage change, we need to seek balance in life, both internally and externally, and to adjust ourselves accordingly. I want to leave you with, I study a lot, and in the end of it all, I guess I trust my intuition more than I trust anything else, but once in a while, some really profound things can come to you from some of the strangest places, as the dead would say, around the corners when you're least looking for it. So one of mine came from a Spencer Gift poster that I read in New Jersey many, many moons ago, and it said there were 3 types of people in the world. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wake up and say, what happened? And on a final note, something that we use at the hospital a lot, and I guess I want to be clear and say that I don't think this applies to just AA and NA members. It's the Serenity Prayer. So I'm just going to read it last in finale and end it there. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.